altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Zabel. These guys not quite sure what type of team they're going to be this season after a 3-3 start. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys making a long trip home from their International Series game last week, so not as much time as usual to prepare for the... I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Hewitt. Everybody just about set. And off we go from Denver. Xavier Worthy now on the return. Jukes one defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
Okay, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. I'm not saying the only cause, but they certainly had a hand in it too. And you aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times without a touchdown to count after.
Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Dukes out a one-stop. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out. It's now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a 4th-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Okay, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, the team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
Back-to-back carries here. And they won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Giants are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the Broncos. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Offense to the line for second down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He finds Brown right side. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Back to the well again. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
We've got a screen to the running back. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and the more importantly, to stop it. It's one of those moments where you feel like, yeah, I know you're still trailing, but everybody did their job. Defense took the ball away. Offense put you in position to kick it, and special teams delivers with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Worthy now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3. So time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. 1st down throw for Fields. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Caught quickly on the slant. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Cousins. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's down on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Another try following the sack. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Cousins. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
A.J. Cole on the punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Giants and this running back headed back out for a new series. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Give it to Mason. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Completes this one to Gray. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down. Shotgun snap to Fields. He lost it deep left. It's in or no. They dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays. Brock does force a fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. They'll get this one to Brown. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play clock down to 0 and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Play action now for Cousins. Dumped off to his running back. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They've got 1st down from the 31. Fields out of the gun. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 50-yard line.
On the draw, he gives to Harvey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Waddle makes the catch. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, New York.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-3 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun handed out to Harvey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He's got it near the 10. They get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They motion a receiver left. 1st and goal, they go option. Oh, Fields loses it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Woo, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
And the run will not work. He is soft to the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants now lead by 10. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that could create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Now the PAT try coming up. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Giants drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 3.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. McCole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
The give here on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now.
at the 35-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Second down carry for Algier. All right, short on marker for the moment. They've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Trayvon Barrett on the tackle. It It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10.
Another carry for him. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss, just like that.
And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. To the air, Cousins. They set up the screen. It's Pittman out wide. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Brings up third down.
Here he is on third and long. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up fourth down. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Giants are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in second place. On first down, it's Mason. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Second and 10 now. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic to convert on this third and long.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12. Now it's Fields. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That may have been a situation when you look back on it and watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On first down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Looking right, and he finds it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and
Throwing on third, Cousins. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So they're left with fourth down here.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we reach the 2-minute warning. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
Fields throwing here. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. Well, the timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punting away. Turpin back deep to return. He's hit before he can get anything on that return. So here comes the Bronco offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First down throw for Cousins. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Tate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Worthy deep to return it. Starts the return at the 34. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Giants offense all set to get started. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. This is Mason on 2nd down. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 2nd and 15. And he set up the screw here. It's Harvey. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Man in motion here. Fields on 3rd. He's running for it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. They've got first down from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He'll try and run this. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Dropped by the first defender taken in this year's NFL draft. That was Abdul Carter. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running left with Algier. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
From just shy of midfield on second down. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
a gain of 15 yards. That's good.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Hardman with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Long back is the handoff. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Cousins. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Giants are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Harvey running from his own read. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the toss, here's Mason. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 41.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Giants.
From the gun, Mason. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll send him over right. Here's 2nd and 14. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Fields out of the gun. On now comes their punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Cousins now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Looking to throw, Cousins. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A give to Algier on the inside handoff. Rob Platt, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Jack Campbell. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Second down, back to Algier they go. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and get this up on the ground. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Straight ahead. Here's Mason. They're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there. Up to the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion right. 3rd and long for him here. Finds a man right side. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Give up the middle to Harvey. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
Toto on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, it's Fields.
At the 47-yard line.
On the move, headed right.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Throw on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 20. That's good. Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the
No frills,
47-yard line.
nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's going to be forced to throw this one away. That takes us, Brock, to the end of our 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Play action now for Cousins. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. It's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They give downs here from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, we're getting a 2-point try here. Cousins getting the offense lined up.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Looking for it, and he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. If you consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
Now here comes the New York offense. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. Slot man in motion left.
And the Giants first down.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Play action, Fields. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Ooh, would have been a big gain shotgun. Fields. He's running for it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down, Giants.
On the keeper, here's Fields. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On the keeper, here's Fields. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch him behind the line.
Terrific containment and poise shown by the defense. They didn't overcommit on the read option. They had more than enough guys available to stretch it out and get him behind the line.
The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Broncos offense all set to go. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for the Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Algier on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
He's brought down by Carrion Arnold. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Here we go, second and 9. He's got confidence in holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple of seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did.
He's in trouble. He gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Giants are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants stretch into a 2-score game in the fourth. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants push the lead up to 12. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Hardman with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Up the left side, caught by Brown. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the toss, it's Algier. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
5 yards on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Back to the well again. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. Offense in the hurry up here.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody. Or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Worthy now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mason gets it on a counter. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. 3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. He's back to throw. Oh, Fields loses it. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. The Giants are set to punt. And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll just call for a fair catch here, and what incredible field position for them after that kick. The Broncos and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st and 10, Cousins. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trailing by 5.
1st and 10 at the
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down carry for Algier. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Broncos first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Hand out to the back. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
Michael Pittman Jr. Incomplete. Covered by J.C. Horn.
Try and pick this up on the ground. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
A gain of 6. That's another Broncos first down.
Algier. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2.
And they're down to 21 seconds after he spikes it. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Here he is to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Broncos. They take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.